welcome back to another video. I am actually going to be repotting these plants today. I got these from Lowe's probably about 10 days ago, a week ago, something like that. And I've been quarantining them in my bathroom, and they have gnats, like fungus gnats in the soil. So I've treated the soil, and I've had these like yellow sticky traps to catch any adult gnats. So I have two Calathea orbifolias. They are beautiful. I cannot believe I found these at Lowe's for the price that I did, but I want to pot these two up together. And I have a maranta. This is a red one, and I wasn't going to repot this one, but I honestly just want to get them into some better soil. So I'm going to go ahead and just repot both of these plants, you know, just make them happier so that I can get them out of quarantine and put them in a happier spot in my house, because these guys prefer a little extra humidity. So I want to give them, you know, the best spot that I can. And yeah, I just want to get these repotted and looking nice. So this is a different setup, so I hope this is okay. All right, so I think I'm going to do the orbifolia first. So I'm going to set this one aside. And I have a thing of potting mix that I'm going to use, and I'll be clipping any dead leaves off with my shears. I already cleaned these plants and I wiped the leaves, I sprayed the leaves and everything off, but I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to water with a little Super Thrive. It'll help reduce some like transplant shock, because I'm going to be messing with their root system a little bit and potting them up, and that's probably going to stress them out a little bit, especially since it's November already here. So yeah, I'm actually eager to see if there's any gnats, because I haven't seen any fly out anymore, at least when I brought them down here. So I may have taken care of the gnat situation. We'll see. There might be some hanging out. So for the two orbifolias here, I have, this is an 8-inch nursery pot, and I just got these off Amazon. So I'm going to be potting these up together into here. My potting mix that I'm going to use is just like, it's just like a good nutrient rich mix. I added in some extra perlite and some bark, and there's a little extra like charcoal and some worm castings. It's not super chunky because I don't want these guys to dry out super fast, because they love water, being Calatheas. So the mix that I have is just pretty, I mean, it's airy, but it's not like super chunky. I don't know if you can see. So that's what I'm going to be using. And yeah, so let's roll up our sleeves here. And I think the hair is going to go up too, you know, because we're about to get down to business here. We have to be prepared. Okay, I hope you guys can see okay. So hopefully this isn't an awkward spot and the lighting looks okay and you can hear me okay. All right, so I'm going to dump out the old soil just into here and take these guys out. I'm not going to get rid of the entire soil because I don't want to stress the plant out that much. And I saved these nursery pots. I will peel off the sticker and wash these out and save them and reuse them, because it's always good to reuse pots. I'm going to set this off to the side. So this is our root situation. I honestly think I may have gotten rid of the gnats. I think that systemic finally kicked in and all the adults flew onto those traps. Yeah, I'm just gently kind of massaging the roots here. I don't want to stress this plant out a whole lot. Oops. And this soil base just looks like peat moss to me, so there's hardly any extra amendments. And Calathea orbifolias, I've never had one before, so I'm super excited to have one in my collection. I just could not pass up the price of these guys at my local hardware store, so. See, and I want to show you another thing that Lowe's likes to do, or I guess, I don't know if these are from Costa Farms or, I'm not sure, but if you look closely, you can see netting in the soil. Right here, you see this netting? It's like a paperish mesh netting. Well, this netting will choke the roots and kill your plant over time. So that's another reason I like to repot plants from Lowe's, is because of this netting. I get rid of it. If I damage a little bit of roots, you know, it's okay. It's gonna kill your plant in the long run if you leave it. Like, look at that netting. So it's like choking the roots out. It'll definitely stunt your plant growth, but I'm pulling off some roots with it, but it's okay. As long as I feel like I get most of it off, I don't have to be super particular. All right, so that's all I think that I'm going to do. I'm not going to worry about cleaning off the entire thing of dirt, but I just wanted to get most of that off, so. All right, we're going to do the same thing to this guy here. Another nasty gnat trap. And I will be taking off all the yellow leaves on the plant, anything that's like yellow and dead and crispy. Spider mites love Calathea, so I'm going to do a separate video on spider mites, especially in the winter. I couldn't resist getting these guys, and I had to get 2 of them because look at those leaves, you guys. Like, seriously. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, this plant has the same netting, so I'm glad I went digging in here. If you guys can see okay, I'm worried that this isn't enough light. Yeah, like look at that netting. It's like more netting. It's terrible. And I'll keep you guys updated on the progress of these guys too. We are moving hopefully next month, so I don't know how that transition is going to affect these plants as well. So, but I will definitely keep you updated. All right, so there's that one. Yeah, so I will pot these together. All right, I am going to get rid of this and I'll be back. All right, so I'm gonna fill this bottom part with some soil. This is my soil mix. A little bit more. I honestly could probably just use a 6-inch, but I think I'm just gonna leave them in this 8-inch pot. I don't want them to be super compacted together. You can see me over the orbifolia leaves, they're taking over. You don't need to see me, you just need to see the plants. Oh, I like that position. Look at that. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, so I'm just filling, I just stuck them down in the middle here. I filled it with soil a little bit and then stuck them in the middle. And now I'm just gonna fill around. It's super simple, nothing crazy. And I like to shake the pot just to fill in like any gaps in the soil. This is gonna look so good. I'm so excited. Yeah, I think that looks good. That looks amazing. Like, holy cow. I've already cleaned the leaves, so I think they're fine. I'm actually going to snip away some dead bits that I see. I don't like to leave dead bits on. Oh my god, this looks amazing. I hope you can see okay. That looks so good. This is my thumbnail. Yeah, that's it. I will water this guy with my Super Thrive, but before I take you over to the sink to do that, let me grab this maranta and we're gonna do the exact same thing. I love this one. I have a green one that everyone loves, and you know, I'm super excited to have a red one. They're going to be best friends. I did treat this guy for spider mites, you know, just as a precaution. And this guy has a lot of hard water spots on the leaves, so I actually might take care of those. And I might do like another white down of the leaves so they look a little bit nicer, but yeah. Just cutting off any dead bits because that attracts pests. This one is flowered at some point. It has like dead flower stems. That means it was happy. The soil looks disgusting in this pot. All right, and it's got new growth here, you can see, so it is happy. There's like another new growth here. Yeah, let's get her out of here. The soil is really wet. I don't see any gnats though. Just gently massaging the roots. I just want to get some of this soil off of him. I'm not going to get all the soil off, you know, but I'll tell you a secret with my marantas. Calatheas love water, but marantas, I think, like to get a little bit dry, like halfway down. I wouldn't give them a ton of water. So I let them get dry about halfway. Like if I stick my finger into the soil and about halfway down it feels dry, then I'll water them. And I usually bottom water these guys so that I don't saturate the top of the soil with water. Sometimes I'll water from the top, but I usually bottom water these guys. That way it will just soak up what it wants and I'm not over watering. This soil actually doesn't look that bad. It just looks like potting mix and perlite. It's better than that peat moss one. And I wasn't planning on repotting this guy. You know, I was going to leave him in this pot, but I figured since we had the gnat situation going on, I think that's good. I'm not going to get the whole thing off And I don't see any gnats, so I think I'm fine with not taking the entire thing off. And I'm just going to use a new container because it's clean, and then I'll wash that out and save it for a different plant. So just putting a little bit in the bottom like that. And then I'm just going to fill around. I'm really glad I'm getting this taken care of. Like, filming is making me do my projects, because if not, I feel like I would be putting them off more. Looking good. Oh my god. I hope this one grows just as happy as my other maranta. These guys are really easy to propagate as well. So if you want more maranta plants, or if you want to make the pot more full, they're really easy to propagate. I'm going to do a propagation video too. All right, that looks good. We had just about enough soil. Not putting that on my head in this video. Yeah, look how good. Oh my goodness. So pretty. I love it already. I'm gonna clean the leaves with, I'm gonna make a little mixture of some lemon juice, some water and vinegar, and you can clean off the hard water stains on the plant. Let's do another, oh, here, let's move this ugly thing first. Good thing my husband's not home. He would hate that I'm repotting on this island. That's enough, Melissa. Yay, they're so pretty. I love them already. It makes me so much better that gnats aren't flying around everywhere. You just don't even know. Oh my god, look at this beautiful thing. Ah! All right, I am going to make some Super Thrive water, and yeah, we'll water these guys and clean the leaves off. Okay, I'm bringing you to my sink here, so I hope you can see. But this is just distilled water, because Calatheas and maranta, they love distilled water. And I'm gonna fill this jug up with distilled water, just a watering can. And I'm gonna put like a few drops of Super Thrive in the watering can. And that's what I'm gonna use to water these guys with. I'm not gonna give them too much water, because they're already like pretty wet with their soil, so I'm just going to give them a little bit to help transition. So it's barely anything. That's probably way more than I need, just like a couple drops. Yeah, and let's water these guys. It's starting to drip through a little bit, but I didn't want to give in too much. I probably gave that one a little too much. Do the same thing with this beautiful orbifolia. They have been living in my bathroom for like 10 days probably now. A week, 10 days, something like that. At least 7 days. So they haven't been getting good light or humidity at all. Yeah, I don't want to give them too much, so yeah, that's good. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it, you guys. I will clean the leaves off on this one and make up my mixture. And yeah, I'm gonna leave these quarantined for a little bit longer just to make sure that the gnats and stuff are gone. And this guy doesn't have spider mites. I've checked the leaves over, so yeah, as long as the gnats are gone, I feel comfortable putting them back out with the rest of my collection. You know, I'm just gonna let them hang out, you know, for a couple more days just to keep an eye on things, and yeah, and then they're good to go. So yeah, I'll give you one last look. They're so pretty. This one will look prettier once I clean the leaves. I'll do a post on the maranta so you can see it in this beautiful orbifolia. So yeah, hopefully they do okay transitioning to the new house, because I would be sad to lose these, but yeah, they're so beautiful. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching me repot these plants, and yeah, I can't wait to do more fun videos with you guys. So if you want to go check out my Instagram at Plants by Melissa, I will be posting these beautiful plants on there, so go check me out. We have a lot of fun over there, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hate looking at gnats. Oh my gosh, I hate looking at gnats. And oh my God, no child. Child, no, 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 ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No child today. I haven't even had wine. Alexa, play All Hits Radio.
This isn't All Hits Radio. Amazon Music.
Alexa, turn the volume down ×2.